Hey, my name is Ryan Kvande. I do wooden kinetic sculptures. Just spin them. They go about 20 to 30 minutes.
The 2019 Coconut Grove Arts Festival here in Miami, Florida. Join me as we take a stroll through and meet some of the artists. Horacio. I'm the poster artist this year. My wife and I actually did this work together. I do the stencil aspects and she does the painting. We merged our work about 3 years ago just by accident, and something happened. So this year we applied to the Coconut Grove. Not an easy show to get into. We weren't sure if we would, but we felt confident enough to try. And lo and behold, we got in and they selected this as their poster. We call this the style of vintage pop. It is pop art, but it's very rustic, and we use a lot of old imagery that gives it like a poster feel. It's done on wood, so there's a lot of texture. There's ephemera that we use all over. They're all original collected ephemera that we, in our travels all over the country, come across. We apply them by hand. As you can see here, these are old paper postcards. Everything is lacquered, and they're one of a kind.
Chestnut Grove Arts Festival from Dallas, Texas, and I'm featuring my pixel art. They're made of paint chips, paint swatches. It's all recycled paper from the hardware store. Now if you come up close, you see all the little color names here. And then when you zoom out, if you step back at a distance, or you can use your cell phone as a tool to change your focal depth, and my paintings will pop and become so much more clear. I'm featured on Forbes Contemporary Artist List. You can see my work on Empire, on Fox on Wednesdays, and on Netflix Beats. Thanks for coming out.
Hi guys, my name is Ancizar Marin. I use fiberglass and volcano rock, and the finishes are car paint and motorcycle paint.
Tali Almog. I'm an artist from Lertora. This is oil with ink, with different pigment and a casting glass, and a couple layers of resin over my painting. I paint 7 to 8 hours a day. Whatever comes from my emotions, that's what is come on the canvas. And when I tell to everybody, when you buy a piece, you buy a piece of Tali.
My name is Wayne Trinklein. I'm a sculptor from St. Peters, Missouri. This is my pair of aspens. It's a story of two trees growing together, supporting each other. They're very energetic trees. But to make this tree, I used a new media in which I mold copper wire to its anatomically correct positions and then fuse it with tin. Then I put another layer of metal on the surface that becomes the bark. They're molded into the rock by roots. So I have a story that is realistically portrayed.
My name's Dakota Pratt. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and it's my pop sculpture. It's flattened bottle caps and carved wood with a resin finish.
This artwork is created by my wife, Marlene Rose. Mainly Buddhas. This Buddha is called the Ring Buddha with flowers. It's all made out of glass, cast glass.
I'm William Kidd. This is my artwork. I work in clay. I've been doing this festival now. This is the 22nd year in a row. And over the years, my work has evolved into this really great colored, organic kind of style of work. It's all low-fire ceramics and very whimsical, kind of like maybe sea life, but not directly. So they're their own kind of beings.
My name is Dacota Maphis. My process is a little different. My work is digital, but I approach it differently. Everything starts out as a photograph. This one here is a photograph of some newspaper stands in Philly. And from that, I made these 3 pieces of art. I was thinking about how news affects us. If you look closely, you can see part of the photograph here. I like to leave part of it untouched, but I move the pixels as if it was paint on a canvas. So it has a different feel to it. But I like to create pieces that make you think and inspire conversation.
Jensen. These are acrylic paintings out of wood from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've been an illustrator most of my career. That's where I developed my style. It's kind of a graphic, contemporary style. It's acrylic paint. These are all original paintings. Kind of nostalgic. I love old cars, old boats, landscapes, all that type of thing.
My name is Tai Taeoalii. I'm from Hannibal, Missouri and Salt Lake City, Utah. And I draw with ballpoint pen, and all the work in my booth is drawn with ballpoint pen.
This is Left Behind Photography, and this is HDR photography on metal. And I like to shoot things that are left behind in rural Americana and try to capture as much of this as I can while it's still around.
Hi, I'm Chris Cumby from Mobile, Alabama, and I work with mostly recycled materials, just from the trash, roadside, whatever.
Hi, my name is Tim McWilliams. I'm from Chicago originally. I live outside Atlanta now. I'm always happy to be here at Coconut Grove and Miami, especially this time of year. So I'm having a great time.
live a modern cubist. I paint nature in the mountains of Mentor, Alabama. They're lights, tiny battery-operated LEDs. And I'm threading them through the canvas.
It's mixed media. I've been finding I gotta go to thrift shops everywhere, all over. The stuff's everywhere. It's headed to the dump. Saving the earth one piece of art at a time.
And this is all different things put together and then spray painted black?
Yeah, it's depending on the material, plastic, wood, metal, ceramic, driftwood, barnacles. Everything's individually painted. The black pays tribute to Louise Nevelson, who was a sculptor from the 50s. She's used scraps of wood from New York City on the ground, painted them all black, and relied on shape, textures, forms, look beyond the shadows. And so I'm just using what I can find. It's things you didn't have, it's things you wanted, things you couldn't get. 35-year-old toys, it's fun, it's great, it's popular, it's new, it's fresh. And this happens to be monochromatic.
Hi, I'm Ed Myers. I'm a digital artist from Orlando, Florida. I create everything that's based on technology. It's all digital.
So even the painting itself?
The painting itself is digital.
And is that an LCD screen?
It's an iPad.
Wait, sorry, is it okay if I feature you on my video?
You can feature me on the video, but don't say anything about the outstanding warrants for bank robbery in Texas. There were small bills unmarked, so there was a lot of good days.
But we'll have to blur your face out, so nobody
blur my face out, and I'm not who you think I am. I wasn't even in the country at the time.
Maybe we'll use a voice disguiser as well.
Yeah, there you go. My name is Michael Braun, from Tampa, Florida, originally from New York. Hand painting them in a computer with an art program. Got 400 virtual brushes that mimic real-world media. Instead of a mouse, I use a tablet and a pressure-sensitive pen. Started in '96. She and I are old friends. I show her the work after a year. She said, "Michael, keep your day job." And then in time, it evolves to this. And I'm painting in translucent layers. So as you look at, let's say that piece there, here's a brush in the computer. There's no paint in it. It drags paint, but as it drags it, it pulls it in. See the pull.
My name is Benjamin Fry, and my work is kind of mixed media, contemporary drawing. My studio is based in Philadelphia, and I basically find my inspiration from movement and energy, and so there's a lot of circus and carnival rides, those kinds of things.
Hi, I'm Dave L. David Lavernia. I'm from Miami, Florida. I actually live in the neighborhood, so this is the perfect show for me. I'm inspired by my tropical surroundings and growing up in this wonderful neighborhood.
I'm Steve Palmer. I'm from Traverse City, Michigan, way up north. My fish are made out of found objects. Most are old wood crutches. Some date back to World War I or older. I also do ping pong paddles, tennis rackets, pickleball rackets for some of the bases. Then I fill them with found objects. They're wire wrapped and they're named. So that's my fish.
Andrew Madvin from Detroit, Michigan. Sculpture, mostly blown glass and sculpted hot glass.
And you do all the glass blowing?
That's right.
Xavier Nuez, visiting from Chile, Chicago. My work is all night photography. What I do is I bring battery-powered colored lights and I light these places up at night. I try to light them in a very theatrical way to create this kind of dreamy version of reality using a 50-year-old Hasselblad film camera.
Wow. I thought it had to be digital in order to capture that kind of low light.
The advantage of film is I could do a 40 or 50-minute exposure. There's no noise because it just doesn't exist with film. This is the Miami Marine Stadium.
Oh, okay, that's in
It was so dark here, I couldn't see any color. Doing this 90-minute exposure and just constantly looking out for anyone who might, sneak up on me.
When was that? Was that during the boat show time?
That was like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well before the boat show ever moved there. Wow.
Yeah. One last thing I can show you. The way this one was done, it's Juno Beach. 5-minute exposure. This is me walking down the beach with a spotlight in my hand, lighting the ground while I'm walking. Coming back, grabbing the blue light, doing the blue lighting. But doing this wearing black from head to toe so that I can hide while I'm there. As long as I keep moving, I'm invisible. So that is the way that I do all this stuff. Now this particular image is actually 2 shots. This was done essentially at night. The top part was shot 30 minutes earlier so I could get the nice waves.
I'm Dick Cooley. I'm from West Bend, Wisconsin. This is my 5th time down here at the Coconut Grove Art Festival. They're all one-of-a-kind pieces. I make, this is my toaster camper I make from my toaster, obviously. There's an excavator, they do Stroll. Since you got a toaster, you got to go grilling. This is a grill I make from a doorknob. And I have all kinds of pieces. This is my forklift. My people are spark plugs, so this is dancing with the sparks. I make them spin. That's a bride and a groom. That's my microbrew, where 4 out of 5 people are on cell phones. Then I have medical, and that's a CAT scanner, MRI, or anesthesiologist. I don't know how well you can see in here. Doing pretty well.
Is that a gynecologist over here?
That's a real speculum. Proctologist and a mammogram. See it? Nutcracker, roller skate, Harley Davidson on the plugs. They're like $75 for one of these. My piece is a lot of under $100, somewhere under 50. Boat pulling a tuber. This is my chiropractor on a nutcracker.